It's a gross simplification, but basically the Confederate Army on July 2nd, 1863 attacked the flanks of the Union Army with powerful assaults against the Union left at places that are now burned into American history. Little Round Top, the Wheat Field, the Peach Orchard, Devil's Den, and portions of Cemetery Ridge. That same day, Confederates also attacked Culp's Hill and East Cemetery Hill. But we know now that the Union right will hold during the battle, and the Union left will hold during the battle, and that's why there's a third day to this battle. That's, of course, when Martin Sheen or Robert E. Lee, if you look at the Gettysburg movie, says, General, the enemy is strong over there, yes, sir. He's strong over there, yes, sir. He must be weak in the center. And that is when Robert E. Lee does indeed conceive his massive movement now known as Pickett's Charge, when on the third day he's going to launch more than 12,000 Confederate troops across the fields behind me, all focusing in on that clump of 7 or 8 trees across the way. This Pickett's Charge is a massive Confederate failure. It's one of the greatest failures in the history of the Confederacy. Robert E. Lee loses 23 battle flags in that attack, more than he'd lost the entire war up to that point combined. And many people say, why would he do this? I wouldn't have done it this way, and it's easy to Monday morning quarterback on this stuff. But if you look at it from Robert E. Lee's perspective, he's got the mountains to his back. He is in enemy territory without communications with his capital. He has pretty much won most of the time that he's tried to fight against the Union Army. He had won on July 1st. He had made some gains on July 2nd. And by the way, Pickett's Charge came kind of close to succeeding. I mean, there's no specific thing that says that George Gordon Meade was going to send more than 10 or 20,000 troops toward the Union center. There's nothing written that said the Confederate artillery was going to overfire. And had he succeeded, we'd be talking about what a genius of a move it was for Robert E. Lee to make this attack in the first place. The best way I can sum it up is possibly a apocryphal story, but Robert E. Lee became president of Washington College after the Civil War, now Washington and Lee University. And one of his students reportedly said, General Lee, this is what you should have done at Gettysburg. And Lee just smiled and sat back and said, young man, why didn't you tell me that before the battle? Even a fool like myself can see it all now. And that is what studying history is all about. We have to put ourselves back in their shoes to try to understand these great events.